And keeping watch on Hurricane Earl as we head into this midnight hour on the East Coast. About 11:30 back there right now, and about 8:30 here, right here now on the West Coast. And still, well, actually was just downgraded right now, but so it's now only at tropical storm status. But and still some winds are getting kicked up, and the rain especially. We are seeing some pounding rain, and some flash flood watches are in effect for the Boston metro area, and this is what we're looking at right now is the radar for the Boston metro area currently. And we just had this strong cell coming through Framingham and Natick, and this whole area here in the yellow and the orange and the red. That's some of the more severe storms, and a squall line band from Earl just passed through Manchester, and these bands really are just in this whole area, just having a wide effect, and we're seeing bands from Earl as far up now as New Hampshire, stretching all the way from Vermont across to western Maine. So really, we are feeling the impact of this. Center of circulation looks like it's still just offshore. Looks like the center of circulation now is about in the Nantucket area, but again, we are seeing lots and lots of rain being dumped. And basically, what's happening is that this whole system, basically to the north, these bands pretty much broke off to the north here, and pretty much now going all over the place. And you can see a whole smattering of rain, pretty much stretched, pretty much splattered across the map, pretty much like paint on an easel, basically, all the way from the Vermont-New Hampshire border, all the way way across, and all the way up through Bangor and Berlin and North Conway. And we're also seeing some rain kind of skirting the coast as well, from Portsmouth up to Portland and Auburn and Augusta as well, and some really strong cells. Really, we are still seeing very strong cells. Still, the main area of concern is the Cape Cod area right now, and of course Boston, just west of downtown Boston, some cells passing through right now, and this was the current radar from just a few minutes ago. And Plymouth is getting hit hard as well, and the Cape actually isn't having the hardest rain. I think it's more winds that's kind of impacting that area. But Earl, though now a tropical storm, still making quite an impact on this whole region. So for those who thought that this was going to be confined to pretty much just Cape Cod, these bands, if we zoom out, these bands off to the north here, those just pretty much kind of broke off from the center of circulation, and those, like I said, are pretty much now just going all over the place. And some, if we look, some even making their way now into Canada, both up here and over here. And so it's going to be interesting to see whether the forecast, of course, was for Earl, for the center of circulation to come in around here and to just kind of skirt it and go off this way, but it's taking more of a northerly approach. It's kind of slamming right into the New England area, and rain from this being felt as far north as near Montreal, and although that may be but don't quote me on that, because that may be unrelated, but it certainly does look like a band that came out from Earl. Certainly as far north as far northern New Hampshire and far northwestern Maine, and as far south as off the coast of Delaware. Not anywhere near the coast anymore, of course. But basically, this storm, although weak, is still very large, and it's generating a lot of these bands, which are pretty much just flailing all over the place. If we again look at the Boston metro area, like we said, they are getting some heavy rain. The Red Sox game at Fenway Park for tonight against the White Sox was postponed, and a doubleheader is slated for tomorrow. Hopefully by that time they will be able to get things underway, and hopefully this will have mostly passed to the north by then. And there was PGA Tour golf also in Foxborough, the Labor Day weekend Deutsche Bank Championships, I do believe, I think that's I think they're still called the Deutschland Championships. But that was slated to take place, second round of that in Foxborough, and that got rained out as well. West Massachusetts and Western Connecticut really okay from this. Not much is happening there. It's mostly just Eastern, I have to say, is seeing the brunt of this right now. Okay, and here now is a cloud view as we take a look, and let's zoom out on this. Here's Earl. Here's the whole big storm here. Pretty much as we said, pretty much okay. Here is the center of circulation. Now you can tell, obviously, from looking at this, that it's not keeping its bands close out. We got this huge band pretty much here, all the way, ranging all the way pretty much from Connecticut. It kind of starts going out here, Connecticut, all the way up to just east of Montreal, and then way over, crossing Maine into New Brunswick and into the Maritimes. So basically, it's this huge band right here that pretty much broke off from Earl and is pretty much just pounding all of New England. So if this band here hadn't broke off, and this band and these clouds from this band, that's almost as big as the hurricane itself, if not bigger. But well, I said hurricane. I'm still getting used to the fact that it's no longer a hurricane. Once again, it's been downgraded to tropical storm status. But really, here's the center of circulation here in the orange. Still has not quite reached Cape Cod. Probably will have in a few hours. And but as we said, it's this band. If we take a look at it over here, that's creating the most trouble with Earl. Had it kept this band down here, it would probably be a much smaller storm, and some of these areas that are feeling this rain now probably would not have felt it until much later, until maybe even tomorrow. But basically, even though it is a weak storm, it's still very large, and it's kind of breaking apart, and that's evidence of that with this huge band, which is going pretty much all over the place here. It's cutting a wide swath. It's literally like this huge curve right here. And the path was expected to take it, pretty much kind of take it over here, just skirt Cape Cod a little bit, and then head up into the Maritimes. That may be true for the center of circulation, but because of this band, I think that a lot of New England is getting hit more than they thought they would be because of this one huge band right here. But still, of course, we see the greatest convection, if you will, at the center here. So this is creating quite some trouble right now. Still, the primary of concern is Cape Cod and southern Massachusetts. So that is the primary of concern right now, and I'll keep monitoring this for you, and hopefully should dissipate over the next 24 to 48 hours, and hopefully by Sunday, I would think things should be back to normal. Hopefully for Labor Day, and we'll continue to keep an eye on this.